All right, we are. Oh, okay, we are back live after all those technical difficulties. And as I said, you guys, this is my first time starting this platform, so please bear with me. We seem to work out some of the kinks in it, and we should be ready to kick this back up. We're gonna start back over on this list. Now I'm gonna start at the top. And right now, what we're going to do is we're gonna focus on some of the essential parts of that list that gentleman put out. Again, if you are listening and tuning in, send me your comments, your chats. Hopefully, we can pick up the chats this time, which would be great. So we're gonna get this thing started again. Let's see what happens. So we left off with
Yeah, we not gonna do all that because it's 21 points. We gonna cover all 21. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick out the ones to me that I feel are important. Moses, you want to look over them too to see if you want to pick out some.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over them too. Let's go. Yeah, let's go and get that done and see how that happens. So go ahead as you're doing that. As I'm looking that over, you go ahead and
okay. So
what you want to pull out in there.
Number 7 is very important. Stay off your phone. Be attentive. And that works for men and women. I can't, and I'm a phone junkie. Keep my phone in my hand, always on the phone. I'm Instagram and Facebook and playing Monopoly. I'm doing all that. But in a date, when you're on a date, that's probably one of the rudest things you can do is keep doing this. Huh? Because to me, you're letting something distract you from getting to know the person and having a conversation. Your phone should be on silent and your phone should be put away. The only time that when I would go on dates that I would have my phone out and visible and not turn on silent was when my mother was alive. And that was because she was in a nursing home and I would get calls a lot about things that were going on with her. And I would explain to the man, I'm sorry, my mother's in a nursing home and I have to, pay attention to my phone because I may get a call from the nursing home.
No, that's good news.
Women with children, men with children, I can understand that too. It's okay to have your phone on vibrate and see who's calling. But if it's not somebody that you know is caring for your mother, your father, your children, then the call should be ignored because nothing is that important to me to disrupt a date. That's just my personal opinion. And especially sitting up texting while you're on a date. I just think that's really rude. I just think that. What do you think?
All right, when it comes to dating and texting and using the phone, pull the list up too, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, of course. That's an alpha man doing this thing.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so anyway.
It's an alpha female, so now what we gonna do?
You gonna follow line. But anyway, like I was just saying again, you go back to this. As far as being on your phone, again, unless you have some type of business in which I can understand it, again, like you said, emergencies, small kids at home, whatever the case may be, texting. One of the things I learned to understand is just this: if the date is interested enough, people ain't gonna bother to pick up their phone.
Right.
So that's that again. That goes without saying. So unless I'm at a point or where I'm doing something like a Seal Act where I got one of my boys feeding me lines on how to woo you over. No, there's no reason to be on my phone because again, if the date is good as it said is, I'm not gonna have to pick up my phone unless it is for an emergency.
Right.
Unless I find some other reason, So I'm gonna look at that. All right. So one of the other ones is I'm gonna come back to number 8. We keep going. We come back to number 8.
I think this is important. And this, I think somebody said number 15 in the comments when I put on my page.
Yeah.
Remember that an X does not exist. What I think he meant by that is when you're having conversation, do not talk about your ex-mate. I don't think that should be a part of the conversation in a date. Later on, if you're dating, then that's the conversation should come up, but not on the first date. I think that's what that meant. A lot of people were like going back and forth about that. I'm sorry, why would not? What you mean? If somebody had to do with somebody, I don't think that's what he meant. I think that in your conversation, you should not bring up past relationships.
But then again,
that's what I think what that meant. What do you think it means?
I pretty much think it means the same. But I'm gonna call what my guys normally say I do on this. I'm gonna call bullshit on that comment. And why I'm calling bullshit on that comment is for this particular reason. when he said to leave your ex out of it, here's the problem. People going to date whether they healed or not.
That is true.
They ass is gonna go out on dates. So if they're not healed, what they're gonna do is again go out on these dates. Once those conversations start, they're gonna bring up those emotions. So once you bring up those emotions, again, you know, open up the door for allowing people not to be themselves. Because me as a dude, and I'm gonna be honest with you, me as a dude, I'm gonna sit back and be attentive. I'm listening to your whole thing. I'm listening to how you flow. So with me listening to how you flow, I'm gonna look for key points. If you're talking about your ex and telling me that your ex used to didn't bring you flowers, well, guess what? My ass gonna bring you some flowers on the next day. Anything your ass put out there that I can use to my advantage, I'm gonna use to my advantage.
Yeah.
So that's just how they go. So if you don't want to again bring up your ex, or for men to not, how they say it, bring his representative, or actually representative short, quit feeding all the information.
Exactly. So me and Daphne had this conversation about how this one gentleman, Daphne, or what this one gentleman always talked about his other relationships, and I don't think that should be a topic of conversation where you sit up and you talk to me the whole time we're on a date. When you're trying to get to know me, I'm trying to get to know you. You talking about your ex girl. I had a guy do that. Yeah, she did this, she did that, she did this, she did that. I mean, he would constantly talk about ex women, not just an ex girlfriend. He would constantly bring up exes that he dated and talk about things that she did. And it was both basically all negative. And so we were having a conversation, and I mentioned something about my ex, and this dude just went completely bananas on me. We wound up not talking after that day. Don't you dare bring up no man to me. I say, but dude, you've been bringing up women since the first day we talked on the phone. And the funny thing was, we had multiple conversations. We went on a date. We had a breakfast date, and he was bringing her up then. And we enjoyed the date so much. We wound up. I went on a breakfast date. We wound up going to the mall, hanging out, getting ice cream. We went to lunch. We spent hours together. Then he said, "Call me when you get home," because I think we connected like 10 o'clock that morning. After I got home, like 5 o'clock. I really enjoyed myself with him. So he was talking. He kept bringing up his ex-girlfriend even when I called him, told him I was at home. And then I said, yeah, my ex so-and-so, and he like went completely bananas on me, went off on me. So how dare you bring up another man when you're talking to me? I said, but dude, you've been talking about another woman for the last 2-3 weeks since we've been on the phone. But now all of a sudden I can't do that. And that comment that he said to me about me bringing up an ex ended it. And I haven't talked to him since. That was 2 years ago.
Well, like I said, you
So I don't think that when you're trying to get to know someone, I don't think that your ex-mate, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-husband should be a topic of conversation. Now, once you get to know a person and you like say, well, when I used to date my ex-boyfriend, he would do ABCXYZ for me, good or bad.
Right.
It doesn't matter. And even now, because everybody's so into mental health, that was a trigger for me. That triggered some bad vibes, some bad emotions. So I'm letting you know this just in case we date. So please not do that. Or you can say something to the effect of, when I was in my previous relationship, this is something that me and my ex did, something I really, really enjoyed. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm trying to relive what I did with him, but it's something that I enjoy, and I would like for you and I to experience it too. Okay. It can go both ways.
I agree. It can't go both ways, but
okay, it can go both ways. That's how I see it. But a lot of times people want, my baby mama this and my baby mama. I'm like, well, I don't want to hear about her. And that's the quickest way to turn me off. Because one thing about me, I lose interest so fast. Mm-hmm. Blink your eye, and I don't want to talk to you no more. I lose interest so fast.
Okay, hold on. I got a comment down here. I'm gonna go to D. If you want to chime in, just send me a invite. Hopefully, we can go ahead and get you in. I see your accent that you wish you could be here in person, but actually, I can bring you in on the live feed. So just let me see. I'll probably go ahead and send you an invite now. Go ahead and still take it. You go ahead and take it from there.
Who, me?
Yeah.
The next one I think would stay in the moment. Yeah, just speak about what it is. Make sure Don't make the day all about you. Let her speak. I've been with people on the phone and in person. All they do is talk about themselves. And I just sat and listened. And at the end of the day, they couldn't even tell me nothing about me because you didn't listen to nothing I said because you took over the conversation. I think a conversation should be two ways. You ask me questions, I ask you questions. You talk about yourself, I talk about myself. Those type of things. Don't just make it about you.
That's wrong right there.
How? What you mean?
That's wrong right there because if this man got any, who said somebody said bored? I'm gonna say this. Besides being bored, let me say this. If dude any type of smooth operator, or if he got any coolness in him, all he gonna do is he gonna sit back and let you talk. He gonna let you talk because here's the thing: you gonna tell him everything he needs to know.
Exactly, and that's why I learned to keep my mouth shut, baby.
The problem, I'm gonna say this. Well, no disrespect, y'all can get hot if you want to. Most women don't know how to keep their mouth shut. You ask them. Hold on. Here's the thing. Here you can ask a woman right now today if you and I got this from a buddy of mine. Can you multitask? Yeah. Well, sit down and shut up. That's multitask. Yeah. So anyway, let me go back to this again. Most women are going to go ahead and people in general. If you talk enough, they're going to tell you everything that you want to know about. So if the guy's sitting back, if he's not doing that, shame on him. Because again, I'll allow the woman to say everything she needs to say just so I can pick up on that conversation. I want to go back to what number I was looking at. Be 6, 7, be attentive, stay off your phone. Oh, number 8, lead the date. He gonna have to explain that with me when he said lead the date. Lead the date.
What I think he meant is plan the date, pick the place, plan it, and have an itinerary of what we're going to do. Because going out to dinner is cool, but like you said, do some fun stuff. Let's do something fun. Like I've been on a day where he offered to take me axe throwing, but I don't know why we didn't.
Oh, he was taking you axe throwing for a reason.
And what was that?
I did about that off there.
What was that?
He just didn't want to get that slip going. Oh! You know he's in your back.
Anyway,
he want to get that slip. No.
But like I said, one of the best days I had where we met for breakfast, and he was like, I'm really enjoying your company. Let's keep going. And he said to tomorrow, whether you want to go walk around the mall, I'm like, sure. Shopping, that's right up my alley. Some things were purchased, but I bought my own stuff.
Great point. So I'm gonna ask this question.
I bought my own stuff.
This is always I got a good friend, damn good brother, puts this out in the universe, and every time he puts this out in the universe, he gets negative feedback. What if the dude said, "Let's go to McDonald's"?
There you go.
Why would that be a problem?
I will go because I want surprise.
Okay,
see, here's the thing. I'm not one of those girls that you gotta do. Okay, first of all, I'm not easily impressed. It takes a lot to impress me. But I'm not one of those girls too that you have to do all kinds of stuff, jump through fire hoops and turn cartwheels to do something for me. I'm really simple. And I think
that ain't gonna happen unless you're Roxy.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's give it up for Roxy.
Who the hell is Roxy?
Raising Cane. Roxy, man.
Who is that?
Roxy. Do you watch Raising Cane?
Right.
Oh, Rock. Oh, you talking about on the TV show. What ain't gonna happen?
I say all that won't happen unless you Roxy.
Well, all the fabulous dates? Yeah. Why? Because she's so fine or something?
Okay, but yeah, anyway.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah,
well, I am too, now what?
Yeah, moving on. Anyway, Roxy and move on.
But no, it doesn't have to be nothing extravagant. If he said let's go to McDonald's, honestly, I'm gonna say we can go there, but all I'm gonna get is some fries because I can't eat McDonald's. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't eat 100% clean, but I do eat pretty clean, and I don't eat too much fast food. And McDonald's is a fast food that I cannot eat because it messes with my stomach. But I would get some fries. Especially if he picked me up and we just ran around. Yep, we can go to McDonald's. You grab what you want, grab me some fries, and we can ride in the car and kick it and talk. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with doing anything with anybody as long as there's a vibe.
Okay.
If we
So
don't
if
call
you-
the vibe and I'm feeling you, we can ride, we can talk, we can kick it. I even put up a video on Instagram. I shared it. It was like ain't nothing like a vibe, but getting in the car, listening to some great music, and just taking a ride. That's still a date, especially if you get to know the person. Even if that's your guy,
And
it's still a
what's
date.
a better date is if you got that vibe and as high as gas is, y'all park somewhere and listen to some shit.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a better goddamn
But
date.
or park somewhere and get out and walk. We can go to the Riverwalk downtown. We can go to Riverwalk in Naperville. We can go to a beach and walk. I love downtown Chicago. We could park the car somewhere and walk there. It doesn't matter what I do as long as I like you. You understand what I'm saying? As long as I like you. And here's the thing. Most men keep saying, I'm not doing that list 1 to 21 because I don't even know if she like me. You have to pique her interest. You have to do things to not make her, but aid a woman in liking you and liking your personality. And she does have to do the same thing as well. Because I went on dates with people that I had great phone conversation with, and then when I got them in person, I'm like, you know what? This is the last time I'm doing this. And it had nothing to do with me getting a free meal. It had nothing to do with nothing. It was just that in person, I didn't feel that connection. Over the phone, I felt it. But once I got them in person, I just didn't feel that connection. It was various different reasons. But again, I'm kind of different because I'm not one of those people. Like I said, I don't serial date. I don't date to give free meals. I don't just keep going out with a guy. If he keep asking me to go out after the first date because he liked me, I may not be really feeling him. I may give him a couple more chances to see if he'll grow on me. But if I feel like he's not growing on me, then I'm not gonna go out with him anymore. I'm just gonna tell him I don't want to do that because I don't use people. That's nothing that I do. So I'm different. A lot of women serial date and they'll go out with a guy 1,000 times, knowing good and well they have no plans on being in a relationship with him. They have no plans of being intimate with him. They have no plans on anything. They're just getting what they can get for the moment. And then when they see that he don't caught on to what she doing, then she just move on to the next man. I'm not like that. I don't do that.
So I'm gonna ask this question: Should it be on a date? No, we're gonna come back to that one. We're gonna come back to that one because I'm gonna stay on the list for a second.
Yes.
For I got your invite, I'm
Do you
trying
have
to
a
send it to
problem
you
with that?
now. D, I sent you an invite. D, I sent you an invite again. You guys copy that link. Once you copy that link, you're gonna have to download StreamYard. Once you download StreamYard, I should be able to see you in and be able to allow you to come in on the conversation. So again.
Okay, here goes some more.
Yeah, go ahead and read those comments while I'm doing this.
I lost them. Hold on.
You lost them. We'll let this up again because I'm gonna go back to.
Okay. Whatever you feel you deserve on the first date is what you should get. The problem is some people have higher expectations with people who have lower standards and vice versa. That's true. And that goes back to what you were saying, just be yourself. I'm not expecting anything from a first date other than two things: having a good time, making a connection, and if you invited me out, then you take care of the bill. I have, and I will ask you, well, I say, you know what, I got the tip. I've done that before. And they're like, no. I'm like, no, I got the tip. If I have cash, I will pay the tip. And a lot of guys I had guys say, no, I got this. And then I had guys say, okay, go ahead and leave it.
That's the punk motherfucker that messed it up.
So I always make sure that when I go on a date, I do have cash in my purse, and I never have cash because all my clients pay me digitally. But I do make sure that I have some cash in my purse, at least $20, cash that I could pay a tip or whatever. So I will say, do you want me to pay the tip? Or either I'll say, I got the tip, and I've laid it up there, and I've been giving my money back, or he's taking my money and put it in. So those are the only two expectations that I have. Have a good time, catch a vibe, and you pay the bill because you invited me.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
If I invite you, if you ask me, I want to take you out.
Expectation versus reality.
Where do you want to go? and I tell you where I want to go, just because I told you where I want to go does not mean I'm inviting you. You're still inviting me out. You just asked me where I want to go. But if I say, hey, Moses, meet me at a Grand Lux or that's close. Meet me at Cheesecake Factory. Meet me whatever for lunch. Then I'm gonna treat you to lunch because I asked you to come.
Woo-hoo, I gotta go to 16. Okay, 16? I gotta go to 16.
Oh, be honest. Yeah, that part.
Okay, 16 on the list is to be honest.
About what?
Stop playing, y'all. Y'all don't want honesty. Stop playing. I'm just gonna say it and I'm put it out there. Y'all don't want honesty.
What type of honesty are you referring to? He just look at her and say, you know what?
First of all, if I'm listen, let's keep this real. We got grown folks in here. Nobody gonna take this personally. Listen, let me say this. If this guy is showing you interest and he say, because I'm gonna say this, and brothers don't get offended for me. Don't take away my card, brothers. Most of the time when guys going on dates, guys is not, it may be a rare occasion that he see that woman and he goes, that's gonna be my wife. It's gonna be rare. But now most situations, dude asking how long gonna take you to get out of them drawers.
Right, because he just want fuck. That's it.
Yeah. So that's his main objective. Now, here's the thing. At the end of the day,
damn it, single.
Please don't nobody take this. Don't take this offensive. Because most of the time men don't plan to be in relationships. However, if sex did become part of that, what he in that dating period, what he comes to find out is, oh, okay, she got a group. I can groove with her. She got a nice, attitude. We gelling, and damn, the sex was good. Next thing you know, you find yourself in a relationship. It's not playing. You find yourself in a relationship, and then when you do that, you start asking yourself. Now you have to quote unquote put the title on. But most of the time, I'm just saying, I'm being realistic with you. Guys ain't just sitting there going, oh yeah, well, I'm planning on making this one my wife. In some cases, it has happened. Some dudes that say, oh, hey, I see that woman there gonna be my wife. And it happened, but that's just the end game at the end of the day. That's gonna be the end game.
The bottom line is he wants something.
And she do too, so I don't know why they all be playing. She be wanting something too. So I don't know why that's playing.
Sometimes.
But anyway, getting back to that, Porter, I'm gonna send you that link. For some reason, it keeps kicking you out. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to hit you right back.
What's the link? I can put it right here. What is it?
Let's go. We're gonna pull this link up real quick. Hold on, folks. She's gonna type it in and she's gonna put it in the comments. So that way, if you guys want the link, just go into the comments. I think I'm picking up on this. Okay, just go in the comments. Once you type in the link, that should be able to bring y'all in. You got it?
Not all of it. Hold on.
All right. And all right, so we're gonna go to. I'm going back to the list again. Don't make the date all about you. We did that one. Or something about the menu and recommend. Make sure you handle the whole bill. Let me know that you had a great time and recommend today. Okay, let me. Oh man, let me go to this one.
Okay, I put the link in the comments. Did you highlight so y'all could tap it?
Yeah, so now she put the link in the comments. So if any of you need to go and hit the link and try to get invited in. We'll bring you in. If you all want to come in on the conversation. Make sure you smile, make sure you laugh, have a sense of humor. Me, that's me, number one. If I'm on a date with you, I'm gonna try to make. If you give me a reason to make you laugh, I'm gonna make you laugh. That's it. And bottom line, if I'm having fun with you, we can have fun, and that's what it's all about, having fun. We ain't gonna sit up here and be too stiff shirts or stiff collars. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna have some fun. I don't again see anything other when this women should be wise enough to listen to the brutal honesty. Oh, Crystal, repeat that again. Women should be that last comment.
I'll read it. Women would be wise to listen to the brutal truth about how men think and what they prioritize. My father was a very candid man. He never sugarcoated anything, is what he taught me. But here's the thing with that. Men are not brutally honest about what they want because I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. there have been times when I went out with guys and I knew this what he wanted. He just wanted to fuck, but he didn't say that. And it's been a couple if he just said that, that could have been what it was. But he played a game instead. And because it took me too long to give it to
really
him.
Emphasize on that one.
No, because it took me too long to give it to him, he had this stage left. But had he told me in the very beginning, I just want to fuck you, I might have went on ahead and did it. Because I might have been feeling him like that too.
We can bring somebody in.
You understand what I'm saying? But men don't do that. They always say, oh, men be. No, you don't. They don't tell the truth. Because if men came up and said openly, honestly, I like you, I like the way you look, blah, 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 I like the way your body's shaped, I want to hit that. Some women would say, okay, because guess what? I like the way you look too, and I want to see what that's all about. You wear size 13 shoe. So it works both ways. But men don't do that. They play games.
Okay,
they play games.
Before I respond to that, we brought somebody in. Dion, you're in. Can you hear us? Dion, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay,
I can hear you.
I can hear you. What's your comment?
I'm here.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Loud and clear.
Oh, okay, what's your comment? Or what's your response? Do you want to respond?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead. You're on
So my
air.
comment to what you're stating is, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, so my comment is, we're forgetting that a lot of the family structure is missing right now. So a lot of times you have lists out there for people that don't know the basics. And it's not supposed to be offensive to a person that already have learned it, have been taught, have a father figure. You know, some people didn't have that upbringing to know how a first date's supposed to be. And I feel like if it doesn't apply to you, you shouldn't be offended.
I agree. I can agree with that. Like I was saying earlier, if you got our first part of the segment, I don't think there's really a blueprint when it comes to dating. I mean, there are, again, especially, and you may just add to your comment when you said a lot of people didn't grow up with fathers and so forth. One thing I used to do with my daughters all the time, I would take my daughters on dates, and I would just tell them, I'm gonna show you how you should want to be treated. I'm not gonna tell you every man gonna do this, but I'm gonna show you how you want to be treated when you're going on a date. So I would take my daughters just on dates on humbug. My granddaughter, I'm gonna start doing it with her. She's of age now. I'm gonna start taking her on dates and showing how she should expect things to go. But when you said that again, a lot of men. Well, let me go back to that. I always refrain from saying a lot. A percentage of men don't have, basically, again, a blueprint on how to date. People just honestly go by what they've had experience. And if you had a bad experience on the date, sometimes people usually take that to the second date. One of the things I see, and if I'm getting off track, y'all bring me back in. One of the things I see, and this is a problem not just with dating, but relationships, period. Why your ass bringing that luggage? Drop this shit off at Sky Cap. I'm serious. Drop this shit off at Sky Cap. I don't want to. If you've been through some emotional traumas, if you have some things in your life that affect you, please go get that help before you come to me. Please go get that help, because here's the thing. If you don't share that with me, how would I know what your triggers are? And if I don't have any idea what your triggers are, I can set you off at any moment. So when we go back to, again, what Crystal was saying about being brutally honest, and I will say that, we have to be brutally honest. If you're over the age of 50, no, let me take that back. I'm going to take that back. If you over the age of 40, let me stop that right there. And I want, please, I want my listening audience to hear this. I'm gonna push this out here, and please don't y'all stop listening to me. But if your ass over 40, stop with all these filters and all that other goddamn bullshit, man. Quit playing with the IE shit. Oh man, stop that. You IE whatever the fuck. Stop all that shit, man. You over fucking 40. Your ass is over 40. Stop that shit.
Why?
Because one, it's deception. And again, even though we know it might not be real, the fact is, again, if we present ourselves who we truly are, let that person have the opportunity to make the decision if they want to go further. That's it. But you coming up with all these filters, everything else, and you know, I'm not saying brothers don't do it too. I heard some brothers do filters too, and if they are, that's
Yeah,
some crazy,
I think that's
some
a day
crazy
when
shit
men
too.
do filter.
But again, you know, stop with all that. Let's just be brutally. If you, like I said, if you're over 40, when you go on a date, you should be brutally honest with that person. And when I say brutally honest, not up front when you telling them, well, you know, when the full moon is around, you know, I run butt naked with shaving cream on my body. You ain't got to tell them all that, but just be at least brutally enough honest and let that individual know what you expect out of this and what they should expect from you. All right, I'm gonna move on from that. Anybody else want to add something on that? Okay. All right, we going. What else on this list that we didn't touch on there?
Ask her how she's feeling if she needs anything.
Shit, you just got it with that damn meal.
I'm just. I'm not saying talk about it. I was reading, sir.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
What else I need?
Know something about the menu to recommend. Well, if you're trying a new place, I can't say that unless you do your research on the restaurant before you take her there. Because sometimes I'm like, hey, let's try this new restaurant because I got an Instagram full of places I want to go to. I don't know nothing about them. And I might even say, well, let's try one of these if he asks me where I want to go. So we may not know nothing about that. So I don't think that's necessary.
Dion, did you want to chime in on anything else, or did we respond appropriately to your statement? Hello, Dion, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. I heard a lot of the conversation and everything. And what's really sad, can you hear me?
Yeah,
what's really sad is how the breakdown of communication is right now. And I feel like a lot of things that the complaints that's going on, they're really petty because people are not listening to learn.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say I disagree with your statement. I think you put out, you know, I think that statement has some validity to it. And again, I think we're making dating too hard now, and that's all I'm saying. I think we make it, and it causes, for me, I think it caused too much separation. Again, between men and women, especially black men and women, we got to stop all this separation stuff. You know,
Absolutely.
we attack each other on Facebook like it's ridiculous. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have friends from different ethnics, ethnicity, races, and so forth. And we got to stop that because I don't see that I'm doing that a whole lot. But we do it, man, we do it quick in a minute on Facebook. Oh, well, black men ain't doing this, and black women should be doing this. And again, we're not uplifting each other the way we should. Now, that, if you ask me, that's the biggest problem when it comes to dating. Okay?
Can you change the setting on this to make it public?
I thought it was public.
No, it's private. So people who not friends, on your Facebook Live, you got to change it to make it public.
All right. Well, while we doing that, did you have anything else to add on that, Dion?
Go back. Go to.
Well, I was listening to her date, and it was kind of funny. I wanted to know, like, when he came in and she saw him, what was her first reaction or her first thought? Because to me, the date wouldn't have to go that far.
What you mean, when he was late?
Right, when he came in.
Oh, I wasn't really tripping about the lateness. He did explain why he was late. He does like some type of sad work, and he had to go give somebody an estimate for a job that he was gonna do. The only thing I said, if you were going to Downers Grove, you should let me know that because we could have met out there because I live in Lombard. I had to drive from Lombard to North Riverside to go to Longhorn. But when he came in, I wasn't really tripping because he did communicate with me throughout the whole time. I'm almost there. I'm on my way. It's a lot of traffic, blah, blah. And again, like I said, I was in chill mode. He said, order what you want, get you something to drink. You know, I'm coming. And he did apologize. So it really wasn't that big of a deal because anything can happen. And I've been late to dates before because I'm a nail tech. And sometimes my schedule runs over and I try not to make any plans when I get off work, but sometimes I do because they want to see me or they want to go out. And I'm late myself. And I ran behind with a client. Just give me a minute. I'm on my way, blah, blah, blah. So that part didn't really bother me. It was the attitude that he had after he got there. I stood up, we hugged each other. He was like, oh my God, you're so pretty. You look just like your pictures, blah, 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 blah. And he said, how you get so pretty? I'm like, oh, my parents. I always say that. That's just like a joke of mine. I said, I get good genes. That's what I say. So it wasn't that. It was just after that, he just started being really rude and nasty. And I didn't understand why. And like Moses said, it could have been because I wasn't talking. But the reason why I wasn't talking was because I was drinking, and I'm not a drinker. So I know that when I do drink, and if I start to feel a little buzz or get a little tipsy, I tend to run my mouth too much. So I just said, Marie, be quiet and just chill. I was engaging in the conversation, but I just went overly friendly with it. And he just started being really rude to me. And I'm like, well, what was that all about? But him being late didn't bother me, to answer your question. It really didn't, because he did communicate to me why he was late. And I understood that, because I myself am late sometimes getting places because of my work. So that didn't bother me.
Okay, hey, Dion, thank you for your comment. Actually, I'm gonna take you off. I got another guest back there waiting to come in. I appreciate you chiming in. Thank you for the comment. I'm gonna go ahead and take you out, and I'm gonna bring Sharice in.
Yeah.
Sharice, are you there?
Now you know that don't say Sharice.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you had Sharice there, man.
I
sorry.
know. I'm just
Lady
messing
Red.
with you.
That's what I'm gonna call her, Lady Red.
You got the mic. You're on the mic.
Well, you all have bounced around a lot and have hit a lot of different topics, but the comments were going and we kind of were going in between what you all were talking about. But with regards to first dates and expectations, I really don't have a problem with people having an expectation for what they want for themselves on a first date. The problem is you find people having those expectations with people who can't provide that.
That part.
You need to put yourself in a position where you're around people who can actually provide you with the things that you feel you deserve. And someone responded to me in the comments. I can't remember who it was, but they indicated that was a sense of entitlement. And with regards to me, and Mo, you can stand on this with me. Whatever I expect, I can give. I don't have any expectations over anybody for something that I haven't already given myself or can give myself.
I said that was me. I said I don't ask anybody to do anything for me that I can't do for them. If I ask him to take me, or I want to go to RPMs and he treats me to a dinner at RPMs, I could turn around and treat him to a dinner at STK. It's not a problem.
Absolutely.
Because here's the thing. In every relationship, in my opinion, I could be wrong, there's always going to be someone who has more than the other. It's never going to be 100% equal. Even with the income, there's always going to be someone who loves you or likes you more than you love or like them. Not saying that you don't love or like them, but it's always going to be one person who gives a little bit more. That's just my opinion. And I found that in most cases, it's always me. I'm always one, because I'm a very, very loving person. I'm a very caring person. I'm very nurturing. I like to, do things and take care of people. That's just who I am. But most people don't know that about me unless they know me. And I used to go in relationships treating the guy exactly how I want to be treated, doing things for him, maybe bad gifts and doing this and doing that. And I wasn't getting any of that back. And I stopped doing that. And then when I stopped doing it, I found that it helped me weed out those who were not capable of giving me what I wanted and what I expected from them. Because if they were capable of it and it was already in them, they would do that in order to be with me. You understand what I'm saying? So, I lost my train of thought. So with that being said, a lot of times it's just never going to be 100% equal, but you still have to use that gift of discernment to say, is it worth it? Is it worth staying to try to make this what it is? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And that goes with anything: a friendship, a relationship with your parents, with your children, with your brother and sister, with friends, with clients, everything. One person cannot always be the only one pushing and giving and never reciprocating anything back. It has to be duality and it has to be reciprocation.
Well, I mean, it's if I'm gonna say this one thing, Moses.
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking to Marie, it's like a car. You can drive a car all you want to, but if you're not putting gas in that car, it's not gonna go any further than what that gas mileage will allow. So you can deplete it, but once it's depleted, it's gone.
Exactly.
You got to keep filling it up. So that's how it is with relationships. I can give you all I want to give you, but if you're not putting back into me, or vice versa, if I'm not putting back into you, I'm depleting you and you're depleting me,
Right.
and we're not
That's what
functioning together.
exactly.
Yeah.
All
What were
right.
you about to say, Moses?
No, I was going to actually say because we are running over our time span, so we're going to have to start cutting this short.
But let me say this real quick. Let me see if I can find it really fast, really fast.
I'm going to say this again. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for your help today. I really appreciate that.
You're
Um,
welcome.
with the part, with this whole thing. Again, I'm going to go ahead and sign you off. I don't like just hanging up on people, so I'm signing you off.
You don't gotta do it. I'll do it myself. Bye, Moses. Bye, Marie.
Thank you again. Appreciate you. All right. So we're about to get ready to end this, but before we end this, I actually want to bring two people up real quick before we get into that part of it. If I can get Miss Demeter to come up for a second. Can I get you to come up for a second, ma'am? Yes. Yes. Can I get you? I would like for you to mention your event that's coming up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Anyway, when it's all said and done, come on in here. Tell these people about the event. I like, if you don't know anything else about me, I like promoting Black people and Black businesses and what they got going on. This is one reason why I thought these four platforms that were good. So, with that being said, I'm going to introduce Demita. She's going to give a little bit history about yourself real quick, what you do, what you do, and the upcoming event that you have coming up.
Okay. Hi, my name is Demita Delis. I am a certified life, relationship, spiritual coach, motivational speaker. I'm having a brunch at Drury Lane, Sunday, May 5th, 11 to 3. You can email me at ceo.divinedirection.co, not COMCO. For further information, and you can also www.divinedirection.co and check out my website. The reason I do what I do is because I know that there is a need for it. Everybody doesn't need a therapist, but everybody needs an unbiased ear. And I am that. I provide that. And so I do my sessions on Zoom and also in person. So again, CEO@divinedirection.co. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Last but not least, I got one other quick person I'm gonna bring up here. This is not just a gentleman that's going to discuss what he's about to do. This is my brother as well. Mr. Farad Sabaz, step in here for a second, sir. This is my brother. He will be running for councilman for the city of Naperville. I would like for him to give you some quick insight, or he will give you a quick insight on his platform, what it is that he's actually doing, and then plus I'm his campaign manager. So come on in here, dude. I'm on.
What's up, my bro?
What's up?
How you doing, Miss Marie?
I'm good. How are you?
Anyway,
All right, so give them some feedback as to what you're running for, what position you're running for, what city, and what is your ambition.
I'm running for Naperville City Council 2026. Resident of Naperville, please go out and vote if you live in the Naperville area. My ambition is to become a Naperville City Councilman in the near future with my team. My campaign manager will be reaching out to people to get emails and to get information and so we can attend more events so I can get to know people of Naperville better and make a better change. I appreciate you today. That was a great podcast that you and Miss Marie did. Very informative and very knowledgeable. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on too as well.
Always, brother. Always. All right.
Thank you,
So,
Mr. Mayor.
all right. So we're gonna go ahead and end this podcast. But before that, let me always give a shout out to the person who opened this doors and allow us to come in to enjoy this moment. Again, we are doing this live from Elgin Art and Cigar Lounge, located at 10 North State Street in Elgin, Illinois. If you have the opportunity or if you are in the area, please stop by. Introduce yourself to the proprietor, Mr. Dale. Mr. Dale is very open. He treats you with the utmost respect, and not only that, he always makes you feel at home. As you can see, a large selection of cigars, and his coffee is off the chain. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna thank Marie for coming out, helping me on this first podcast. Hopefully, we're gonna have some many more. You guys, I thank you all for tuning in. I think I've worked out most of the kinks. I trust me on the next podcast, it's going to be 100% better. But thank you again, you all, for tuning in, joining us today. Much peace, much love to you all. And as I always say on the inspiration note, I'm going to say this again, don't allow the world to change you, change the world. Peace.
And ladies, if you're looking for a good nail tech, here I am. Simply Beautiful Nail Spa is located in Westchester. You can look on my Facebook page, Marie A. Dennis, and you can find the link to book your appointments. It's one-on-one services, and it's done by appointment only.
All right, you folks, have a good week.
Okay, wait. Go to your live and make it